Have you ever felt an entire room fall silent when you walked in? Have you seen a man command respect without uttering a single word? Where does true power lie if not in the stillness of self? Welcome back, Stoic warriors. Today, we uncover a concept few truly grasp: presence. It's more than turning heads, it shifts the energy of an entire space the moment you appear. Notice how some men don't need to speak. They simply stand in silence and respect follows. They don't perform, beg for attention, or flaunt their worth. Yet the world pauses around them to take notice. Why? Because real power isn't flaunted, it's felt from a deep, primal place. The stillness of a man who knows himself. A man whose inner strength is forged through discipline, silence, and emotional mastery. That is silent magnetism. It makes people sense you before you even speak. Here's the brutal truth. Most men will never achieve this. They're too loud, too desperate for attention, overcompensating with noise when they should stand firm in silence, chasing the world when they should let it come to them. Meanwhile, you, watching this video, seek something different. You refuse to fade into a crowd of over-eager performers. You want to embody the confidence of one who owns his fate. A stoic man doesn't need to show off. His mere presence speaks volumes. He enters any room, whether a tense boardroom or a bustling cafe, and people instinctively feel him. That is Stoicism in action: restraint, composure, and power in silence. Today, I'll share 10 habits to cultivate this silent charisma. No tricks, no fake bravado, just step-by-step building of an undeniable presence that commands respect without a single word. If you're here for that, stay until the end. And while you wait, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Let's turn philosophy into practice. Once you understand that silence is power, the next step is mastering speech like a sharpened sword, one that is only unsheathed with purpose. Seneca, with his timeless wisdom, once said, "A sword is useless in the hands of a fool." And what is speech, if not a sword in your hands? Most men wield it recklessly, slashing without direction, drowning in their own endless chatter. But the wise man, he knows the power of restraint. He knows exactly when to hold the blade and the exact moment to strike. Every pause is a statement. Every well-timed silence is a challenge. A single glance can cut through a room like lightning, drawing people in, making them wonder what's beneath the surface. The world might want to hear you, but they need to feel you, experience your presence before a word is ever spoken. And words? They should never be a defense mechanism, never a tool for the weak to hide behind. Let your words burn like wildfire when released. Let them hit with the weight of a storm. When you finally speak, it should feel like thunder cracking the sky. Seneca and the Stoics knew speech must be earned. Every word is a privilege, not a reflex. When you remain silent, you become more than background noise. You become unforgettable, the one who haunts their thoughts, the one they can't stop thinking about. That's the power of restraint. If you want to command the room, don't speak more, speak less, but make it count. Make every word resonate in their chest. The most powerful men in history didn't fill rooms with chatter. They controlled the atmosphere. They owned the silence. And when they broke it, the world stopped to listen. So take a breath, step into the silence, and let the world wonder, what is he thinking? What's he going to say next? And when you finally speak, make it a moment they'll never forget. And when you truly master your facial expressions, when you own your calm, you unlock something rare. freedom. The freedom to choose your response. The freedom to rule your emotions. The freedom to remain composed when the entire world is losing its balance. When you have that discipline to lock your face in calm confidence, you become untouchable. You become unforgettable. You become the man people can't stop thinking about. You don't chase, they chase you. That's power, pure, magnetic, undeniable. This isn't about perfection. It's about being unshakable. It's about having the inner strength to face chaos, pressure, and pain without losing composure. When you have this, people will look at you and silently wonder, who is he? And that question will haunt them long after you've left. Principle number 4. Be unavailable. Strategically. Want. To know the secret to becoming irresistible. Become a mystery. People don't crave what they can always reach. They crave absence. They desire distance. Most people. They're slaves to their own availability. Always texting, always calling, always showing up right on cue, always present, always predictable, always the same. And that predictability makes them invisible. When others know they can reach you at any moment, your value evaporates. Your presence means nothing. But when you step back, when you disappear just for a moment, that's when power begins to build. You create space. You create void. And in that void, desire blooms. The more they wonder where you are, the more they chase. Let them ache for your presence. Let them feel the sting of your silence. This isn't manipulation, it's mastery. When you're always available, you become a habit. But when you're absent, you become unforgettable. You become a dream they can't touch, a fire they can't extinguish. True power lies in having the courage to say, I won't be here every time. Make them earn you. Make them feel your absence like a thunderclap. When you return, let it hit them like lightning. The Stoics knew, the more you give, the less you are. They didn't beg for attention, they commanded respect through silence, space and restraint. They controlled time, they controlled presence. And through absence, they amplified their worth. You don't owe anyone your constant attention. You are not a shadow, you are a storm. And storms do not bend to anyone's call. Let them chase your silence. Let them burn in your absence. When you return, you'll shake the ground. You are not convenience, you are an event. And events, true events, don't happen every day. Previously, we explored how true presence is claimed, not begged for. A man of value doesn't ask the world for space. He takes it with every step. Never forget this. The Stoic understands one eternal truth. The world does not control me. I control how I move within it. You are not a pawn in some chaotic game. You didn't choose. Your decisions, how you walk, how you stand, how you carry yourself, are fully yours to command. And when you move with the unshakable conviction that you've already conquered your greatest opponent, yourself, then there is no power that can take that victory from you. A true leader doesn't request attention. He earns it. He imposes it step by step. He engraves his presence into the world like the earth was carved to receive him. A Stoic walks with the deep knowing that while the world may be loud and volatile, his inner calm and grounded core will guide him forward. He isn't swayed by external storms because he has already mastered the storm within. His confidence isn't noisy, it doesn't have to be. It's an energy that people feel long before a single word is spoken. This is how men of true worth move. They're not flashy. They don't beg for admiration. and they certainly don't apologize for existing. They walk with the authority of someone who knows who they are, where they're going, and that nothing, not chaos, not doubt, can stop them. They've absorbed what the Stoics have always taught. Let the world throw its worst at me, I will not break. I will move through it, unbroken and unstoppable. When you walk, understand this. Your movement is a reflection of your inner strength. You don't need to announce yourself. You don't need to shout. The world will feel you in how you move. You are the storm, and storms don't ask permission. They arrive, they dominate, and they leave everything changed. Walk like you've already defeated every doubt. Walk like every fear has already bowed before you. Walk like the man who's been through fire and came back forged in steel. And as your foot touches the ground, let it be known the ground belongs to you. A man who has conquered himself walks through life like a king who knows his crown was earned, not gifted. When you carry that kind of truth, the world doesn't just take notice. You leave a permanent mark. You become unforgettable, indestructible, irresistible. In the last principle, you discovered this truth. When the world tries to pull you into chaos, you must stand firm and let it crash against your silence, because if someone's words can shake your inner peace, then you've already lost. You've surrendered your control to someone else, and they didn't even have to lift a finger. But here's the part that might surprise you. When you stop reacting, people begin to respect you in ways you never imagined. They see you calm, collected, unshaken. A man who doesn't depend on others to define his worth. A man rooted in something far deeper than ego or pride. You become a presence, a force they don't quite understand but cannot ignore. That's where your true power resides, in choosing stillness over fury, silence over chaos, not because you're weak, not because you're afraid, but because you know exactly who you are. You know you are more than the petty words people throw your way. You are beyond provocation. You are untouchable, and that kind of composure, it's terrifying to witness. A man standing tall while the storm rages, while others yell and flail, he remains still, unmoved. And when he refuses to engage, refuses to give the chaos his energy, you know he's built differently. He has mastered himself, and that kind of strength cuts deeper than any insult. So remember this. The next time the world tries to drag you into its noise, the next time someone throws verbal jabs, don't respond. Don't explain. Don't retaliate. Hold the line. Let them crumble under the weight of their own emptiness. Let them see that you're a man of unshakable stillness, a man who doesn't flinch. In that silence, you will discover your greatest power. In that stillness, others will find a reason to respect you. And in the end, you will be the one who walks away, untouched, untarnished, unforgettable. Principle number 8. Make people earn your attention. Most people toss their attention around, like scraps to the wind. They nod at every sentence, laugh at empty jokes, fill silence with meaningless chatter just to feel accepted. But that's exactly why they go unnoticed, why they're forgettable, why they're taken for granted. Those who truly command respect, they move differently. They don't chase conversations. They don't fidget in silence. They don't waste breath on small talk. Their attention is rare, and because of that, it's priceless. The Stoics knew this. What you give your focus to shapes your life. Waste it on distractions, on people who add no value to your journey, and you're giving away your most sacred resource, your clarity, your peace, your power. Seneca warned us. People guard their money but let anyone steal their time. But what is more precious than time? Think about it. How often have you let others pull you into meaningless distractions? How many times have you allowed someone to take your energy, your clarity, your peace, without earning it? Every time you engage in the trivial, you betray yourself. Every time you let chaos dictate your attention, you become a little weaker. The wise don't beg for attention. They don't seek validation. They become gravity. They draw others in without trying. When they speak, others listen. Why? Because they've turned their presence into a rare commodity, something you don't get unless you earn it. In a world where everyone is shouting to be seen, real power lies in silence, in selectivity, in making your attention a privilege, not a giveaway. Stop throwing your energy into the void. Stop granting access to yourself just because someone wants it.
Lock your focus down like a fortress. Make people earn it. Make them show you they deserve it, because once you do, you'll see the shift. When you stop giving your attention away, the world starts chasing you. And that, my friend, is where true,
unshakable power begins. Law, but 10, be unshakable under pressure. Life doesn't whisper, it roars. It will find your softest spots and strike your pride, rip away your comfort and shatter your illusion of control. It will throw you into storms you never wanted and crush you beneath the chaos, daring you to fight for air. And most men, they break. They shatter like brittle glass. They collapse like paper in the rain. Their spirits implode under pressure. They beg for relief, lash out in fear, or escape into numbness, hiding behind excuses, distractions, and hollow words. But then there is the other kind of man. The man who doesn't crack when the storm rages, the man who doesn't beg when betrayal stings, the man who doesn't flinch when the world spits in his face. That man does not allow the world to define his strength. He defines it. He is the storm. Epictetus embodied this. Born a slave, beaten, stripped of his rights, yet his mind remained his own. You may chain my body, but my soul is mine. That's the essence of the unshakable man. He doesn't wish for easy paths. He doesn't pray for calm seas. He embraces the storm because that's where warriors are forged. Pain, he welcomes it. Pressure, he sharpens under it. Chaos, he walks through it like a war machine, untouched, unyielding, because nothing is more terrifying to the weak or more magnetic to the strong than a man who cannot be broken. This isn't strategy. This isn't show. Silent attraction is raw power, real power. It's the difference between the man who begs for attention and the one who commands it with nothing but presence. When you stop chasing validation, everything shifts. Your presence hits harder, your silence speaks louder. You don't need to prove anything, you are the proof. They feel it in your walk, in your gaze, in how you stand when the world wants you to fall. You carry yourself like you've already. 1. Master these 10 laws and you won't just be noticed. You'll haunt them. Your absence will speak louder than words. Your presence will echo in their minds like a thunderclap that never fades. So if something inside you woke up reading this, like, comment, subscribe, share this with a man who needs to stop chasing and start becoming. And remember, power doesn't beg, power doesn't boast, power doesn't wait for permission. It simply is.